Hey, there it is. What's going on, everybody? Movie Phantom here, and yeah, we're back and we finally got a show. What the hell's this? Get your feet out of the way. My God. Corn children, they own everything around here. Yes, we are back. Regular show tonight. Been a couple weeks. We did Days of the Dead a couple weeks back. Last week we had this tournament thing, the Horror Villain Summer Showdown. I don't like that title. I could change the title anytime, and they would never know, but I still keep it because fuck it. Of course, as always, my lovely girlfriend Maya. And of course, you guys know her as the Goodwill Ambassador for the Corn Children, Miss Natalie Myers. So, boom, here we are, and we're on the Movie Phantom. This week we got, and these actually, you suggested these, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. We got The Craft and 9 Dead. So, we're going to get to those here in a little bit. But first, let's get to the top 3 now. If you guys remember that far back, 3 weeks ago, we asked, what was your top 3 favorite horror movies with a sci-fi twist? Well, Ghostface Kid hit us up, and he said that at number 3, he said it's not really considered a horror movie, but, you know, he throws it in there, and I'm like, you know what, dude? You're cool, throw it in there. He threw out Predator 2 in there at number 3. Which I like Predator 2. I'm a fan. Not as good as number 1, but it's not bad. It's a good watch. His number 2, Alien. Boom. Totally agree. And number 1, Predator, the first one, and that is just fucking badass, epic. Love Predator. Huge fan. So thank you, Ghostface. Appreciate it. 13th Wolfman hit me up, and he said number 3, The Blob, the original. And yeah, I haven't seen that one, and I've seen bits of it a long time ago. I need to rewatch that one. Saw the remake not too long ago. Not bad. I like the remake, but haven't seen the original. But yeah, I like Steve McQueen. I'm a Steve McQueen fan. So number 2, the Cronenberg classic, The Fly, the remake of The Fly. Yeah, same thing. I haven't seen it since I was a kid. I remember I loved it, so I need to see that again too. I need to see it again. And his number 1 was The Thing. From Another World. Yes, the original. And yeah, I liked it too, actually. I went on that kick there for a while where I was watching like all these old like 50s black and white sci-fi horror movies. So, thank you, man. I really appreciate it. And thank both of you guys again. So this week I'm like, what are we going to do? And I'm looking through the list here. And as you can tell, I'm definitely scraping the bottom of the barrel now. So we're going to do top 3 horror movies with Dead in the title. You can literally just throw out a million zombie movies right there. Dead. Boom. Right there. So for me, and mine's a very generic list. I'm sorry, these are my top 3. Like I thought about it, and these are the 3 that come up every time, I guess. Number 3, the original, Dawn of the Dead. Because damn, number 2, The Evil Dead. Original. Don't do that fucking remake shit. And number 1, the original, Night of the Living Dead. So, I want to know what your guys' top 3 horror movies with Dead in the title. What about you guys? You think any other movies you like with the... No?
He took my Night of the Living Dead.
Night of the Living Dead? So, boom. Now, I want to know what your guys' picks are, so you guys know how to do it. Personal messages, you can hit me up that way.
No.
You can leave the comment right down below.
No.
Of course, moviefam7@gmail.com.
No.
All my fan friends over on Facebook.
No.
Hit me up there. And of course,
Video response.
video response. So, boom, there it is. Alright, no news this week. Not gonna lie, Phantom had to go back to work, his day job. And, yeah, we just hadn't had much chance to scope out the news, so we're going to skip the news segment this week. But we did miss, since we've been gone, some upcoming horror movies for the month of July, which we're about halfway through now, over halfway through. These actually already come out. In fact, the first one we'll mention came out at the beginning of July, or maybe it was last week, I can't remember. Fuck it. And then the second one comes out this weekend, but by the time you guys watch it, it'll be the past weekend. At first, we got VHS 2. Basically, it kind of same. You guys seen the first one, you guys know the deal. This couple, I guess, stumble across these videotapes and they watch them, and somehow I think that the tapes are connected. I can't remember the exact Anyways, though, you guys know it's found footage, but it's anthology. I really dug the first VHS. I mean, I know my earlier review I was a little harsher on it. But in retrospect, I dug it. I mean, it was new, it was different. I mean, I know it's not new, it was like, it's found footage, but I really liked it. I dug it. There were certain stories that did just suck, but there were also a couple good ones that were just really awesome. So, I feel like I saw the trailer for VHS 2. I think it looks awesome as shit. Like, I don't know, like, every one of them looked really cool in that. Like, there wasn't any stupid looking, I don't know, the aliens look kind of cool. Or the thing that crashes into the car, I don't know what it was, made me jump a little bit. And the fucking suicide thing, like the girl, like I don't know if it's a girl or not, but she runs down the stairs, and then you see all these dudes standing around and they put the gun to their head, pull the trigger. That's awesome. So VHS 2, I definitely I want to see it. Fortunately, it's limited release, didn't come to our little burg, but so yeah. And then up next, The Conjuring, in which you know, you guys know the story. You know, every ghost movie ever, just people moving to a new house, and of course there are spirits in the house. This one had a really creepy teaser trailer. If anybody remembers the teaser trailer, where you know the mom is playing for kids, and they blindfold the mom, and the kids go off and hide, and then it's like Marco Polo, except you know she'll like yell out okay, and then they clap. And then she'd go toward him, you know, kind of thing, try to find the kid.
So keep on saying, okay.
And then she's in the room, and you see the wardrobe open up. And I thought it was Aslan at first. It was a little Narnia reference.
It's like whenever she gives up, she goes, okay.
Well, you know, she goes, okay, and then, of course, the hands, she's like, you can tell her ghost hands are in the closet thing. So she starts walking toward it. And when she gets there, her kid comes and is like, you know, Mom, you didn't find me at all. And she's like, what the hell? She opens it, there's nothing in there. You're like, oh, shit. And it was actually kind of creepy. I mean, I won't go into the whole trailer. You guys see it. But, no, I thought it looked pretty good. The actual trailers, though, this looks more... The other trailers I watched were just very generic. However, it's from, and I'm probably pronouncing this dude's name wrong, James Wan? W-A-N. Motherfucker did Saw and, oh, shit. Insidious. In fact, he has Insidious Chapter 2 coming out the same year. Like, he has 2 horror movies back-to-back this year. Dude's busy right now. But I'll check out The Conjuring. Probably won't watch. I'll wait until it comes out on video. But I'll definitely check it out. I'm curious. I said, teaser did sound good. I mean, teaser did look good. But, yeah, I hadn't had a chance. You guys seen commercials for it? You guys,
No.
VHS 2 or The Conjuring? Any opinions? No? All right. Well, like I said, we did go to the Days of the Dead. They had a film festival there. We watched... The one movie I guess the only horror movie that we watched there was the Black Dahlia Haunting, and we're actually going to do a review for that next week, so we'll talk more about that next week. But we did watch a movie this past week, a little movie called Come Out and Play.
Come out and play.
Come Out and Play. Basically what it's about is this couple...
the woman's pregnant.
Yeah, the woman's pregnant, and they're basically they're just going on a vacation. They're on vacation, and they go to this island. And of course, the island seems deserted, and then you find out that the kids have all rose up and killed almost every adult on the island. It was a remake of a Spanish film called Who Could Kill a Child. I'll tell you right now, I could if a fucking kid was trying to kill me. I'm just saying. That may sound harsh. I'll take you corn children out. I don't give a shit. I will, you know, we have the corn children. You guys are really freaky, but regular kids, yeah, I'll kill kids all day long. These kids didn't even have good weapons. They had fucking... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay, so I saw the trailer, and I was like, you know, it don't seem bad. I want to check this out. So I rented it. And walked through it in, and it just... It took forever getting into it for one. Now, it wasn't even like good character development, because they don't even explore the characters. It's just basically just 2 talking heads talking. They get on the island. And you already know what's going on. Like, I hate movies when you already know what the fuck's going on. Like, we already know kids are... So, but it takes... So, like, we're trying to establish that, you know, these kids, you know... Anyways, so for fucking, like, 40 minutes or so, nothing's going on. And then finally, the kids start attacking. They attack this old man and fucking kill him. and they witness it, so they know now that the kids are crazy. So instead, and then the kids are armed with like rocks and sticks. Maybe a couple have knives, but for the most part, it's rocks and sticks. I can run, and they're not even teenagers. It's not even like Children of the Corn, where like a vast majority were like 17, 16, you know, with a few kids thrown in. No, these are all like fucking 10-year-olds, and like one girl who looks like she's probably 12 or so. That's all it is. The whole island's just that. Dude, I can run through and punch him. I'm not even a tough guy, and I'll just come through and I'll just knock all these fucking kids out of the way. But they don't. They trap themselves. They barricade themselves, and they wait and wait. And don't get any spoilers away, sweetie. But they, you know, fucking the only time that I actually thought the movie was good was the last 2 minutes. You can ask her. I was really getting into it. I was like, yeah, do it. Yeah, fucking kill him, you know. And I mean, it ends. But and I'm not saying like the ending was bad, because I mean, it was a good ending. You saw the ending coming. Like I could see it. Like as soon as like you know the ending's going down. I won't say what happened, but as soon as the ending's going down, you're like, this is what's going to happen. And sure enough, that's what happens. But it's like the movie's like an hour and 40 fucking minutes, and only like 3 or 4 minutes was good. The rest of it was just so fucking dull and drawn out and boring. Another thing I thought was kind of comical was, I'm guessing, okay, this dude, what the fuck was his name? The guy who wrote, directed, edited, produced, he created this movie, right? He goes by one name, or a one-word name. His name is like Mackinoff. And it literally just like, this film was made by Mackinoff. And it was like, it took up the entire fucking screen when he wrote it. Mackinoff. And I'm like, really, dude? Like, are you really that, like, self-absorbed and up your own ass? And after, I mean, that's the end credits. I'm just like, really, dude? That's ridiculous. But, I mean, literally, I looked on IMDb, and no, he's done it all. Like, he did everything. He did the music, he did the sound, he did... And the music was actually very good. I'm not gonna lie, though, whenever, like... I know I do that a lot when it's a shitty movie. I do tend to like the music. But when all you guys, like, I like the score, it's not a good movie. And it really wasn't. Like, I tried to like this movie. I wanted to. I really did. And it was, I don't know. Sweetie, without getting any spoilers away, what do you think about Come Out and Play? Yeah? That's your review?
Yeah.
Like if you're writing for the local paper and it was like, this week in movies. It's, you know, Maya's review of Come Out and Play. And then, okay, anything you did like about it? Anything you didn't like about it? Just without getting anything away, I mean. It's kind of hard to do, I'm not gonna lie, I mean, there ain't really a whole lot going on at all. Like, anything that's interesting is kind of like crucial to the plot or whatever, but, no. I didn't think I had Vanessa Shaw, which I didn't know who the fuck she was. I had an IMDb her. She was the little girl from, or not the little girl, she was the girl from Hocus Pocus. We all love Hocus Pocus, right? Alright.
On which girl?
Not the little girl, but the other girls in the group with him. Like the boy.
The boys.
The girl, the girlfriend, I guess you can say. Yeah, she plays the pregnant woman in here. And I mean,
what was her name?
In the movie, or in Hocus Pocus, I don't remember. Because Danny was the little girl. I don't remember what the other girl's name was. Anyways, I mean, I ain't saying she's a bad actress, because everybody else in the movie is Spanish, and they, you know, I can't tell, like, bad Spanish acting because, you know, it's in Spanish. But, like, hers was, I mean, it wasn't bad. Dude, his was horrible. Like, I don't know, and they're not even likable people. Like, I don't care if she's pregnant or not. Just don't give a shit. I'm just like, fuck it, who cares? Boom. You guys should have killed the kids. That's all I'm gonna say. You guys should have killed some kids. Who can kill a child? This guy. All day long. Kid comes at me with a rock.
Not the corn children.
Just not the. I don't fuck with the corn children because they'll go medieval on my ass. But any other child, I'll take. You know, he comes at me with a rock like I'm gonna kill you. I'm like, okay, boot. Guess again. I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm not gonna lie. Last 2-3. I'm gonna say you can skip it. Like literally, you can skip to the last 2-3 minutes of this movie. And you got everything you need to know. That's all I'm dead serious. So yeah, let's Come Out and Play. Alright, we're gonna get some comments. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, the Ghostface Kid, I don't know what you did. You started like a virus or something. You started it. That's all I got this week is Would You Rathers.
Woo-hoo.
That's it. That's all we got. Would You Rathers. First comes from someone new. Caleb Little hit us up, and his Would You Rather was, would you feel like you're going to sneeze for the rest of your life? Have that feeling like you're going to sneeze, like that. Or end every sentence by saying in bed.
In bed.
In bed.
Wow.
I that's tough. That's tough because like the sneezing would be so annoying. I'd be like, oh god. I'm in a movie theater. People are like, sit down, shut up. I'm just like, a funeral would suck either way, I mean, you gotta pretend like you gotta sneeze the whole time at a funeral. That'd be ruthless. But if you're giving the eulogy at a funeral, it's like, yes, the dearly departed. I really loved her in bed. Oh my god, but she's in a better place now, in bed. It's a recipe for disaster. It really is. I guess I had to pick one. I guess in bed, but that would just be so bad. Can you imagine me saying like ending every sentence of the show like in bed? In bed. I'm gonna say in bed, I guess. Sweetie, what do you think?
In bed.
In bed? What about you? You're going in bed too? All right. Well, we're all going in bed. So boom, there that is. So thank you, Caleb Little. Thank you for watching. Ghostface Kid 101. You hit us up, and we got 5 from him. He did a video response. So Misery's not even here. Misery's the one that always preaches more about the video responses and nothing. You had the first one, which I really liked. Would you rather live in a Silent Hill type scenario or a the Purge type snenario? And I gotta say, I think I'd rather go Purge just because it is real. Like I feel like I probably get fucked up either way, but I feel like with Silent Hill, you can kind of slip into that alternate reality at any moment. Or once you're in, like after you kind of go to the town and you breathe in the dust and you're kind of already there, you're kind of fucked. And I'm like, I'd much rather try to survive mine. I feel like with the Purge, either one of two things will happen. Either I can maybe afford good security on my house and I can put the little candles or flowers, what the fuck it was, out on the doorstep and hopefully they'll leave me alone. Or just try to get in some looting and try to survive the night. Or just hide. Just go to the woods. Why don't people do that? Like drive out to the woods. But I guess like everybody probably does do that. Well, Sweetie, what about you?
The Purge.
The Purge? Any story behind it? Any reason? Or just the Purge?
The Purge.
Going to Purge too. All right, we're all going Purge on that one. Okay, here's one. If I had a daughter, would I want her to be lonely and depressed forever, or be happy, but she's a slut? I'm going to say happy and a slut. Here's my reason. Because I want my daughter to be happy. Hopefully I'll be a good enough parent to try to, show her, the birth control and here you go. Now you're out on your own. Try not to have a kid. But at least she's happy, that's my main thing. I think I'd feel worse if she was just in the room with nobody, and just depressed all the time. So yeah, I'm going to say happy. Slut, what about you?
Happy.
Happy. Boom. We're all in agreement tonight. I'm liking this. All right. Date a celebrity of my choice, or date my crush. And you threw the stipulation if we're not together. So this goes for you. Well, pretend we're in another universe, another timeline. We're not together. A celebrity of your choice or your crush. We'll start over here. What would you?
Celebrity.
Celebrity. And what celebrity would you go for?
Gary from Rascal Flatts.
Gary from Rascal Flats. Okay, I can see that. What about you?
Date my crush.
Date your crush. You want to say the crush on the air? Probably not. Probably not now. All right, you get your crush. I'm gonna say this.
I'm gonna say.
I wouldn't say it. Yeah.
It starts with a T.
Starts with a T. All right, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it there. Starts with a T. Me, I'm gonna go celebrity as well, and I think I would definitely. Man, there's so many, dude. Because I love a lot of girls in Hollywood. Rosario Dawson, I'm a big fan of hers.
Can you pick both?
If you're crushing on a celebrity, maybe. If you're crushing on a celebrity, I guess maybe. I'm gonna say though, I guess in the end it'd be man, it's a toss up between like Mila Kunis and Jennifer Tilly. Like I know she's a lot older, but dude, that voice, I love her voice. I'm gonna say Jennifer Tilly.
I'm trying to think of one.
Trying to think of one. Trying to think of a. What are you kids into nowadays? Like One Direction.
Daddy B. Raps. Him.
Who?
Maddie B. Raps.
Maddie B. Raps? I don't even know who that is. That's how
I don't
old I
know who
am.
that is.
You don't even know who it is?
I'll
Maddie?
show you after the show.
Alright, Maddie B. Raps is Natalie Meyer's pick. So, alright, so there you go. We're doing the same thing. Alright. Eat/drink liquefied maggots or eat raw chicken.
Raw chicken.
Raw chicken.
I'm going raw chicken, man. I feel like I can take a big hunk of raw chicken. I'll swallow it. I'll be sick, but I feel like that'd be
Honestly-
better. I think the chicken would maybe even taste a little. I feel like the maggots that's liquefied, it's just like, and it'll just come back up instantly.
Honestly, it's a no-brainer. No matter what you're gonna do, you're just gonna throw up
You're
and
gonna throw up
it's
eventually.
over.
So there you
Because
go.
if you drink the maggots or eat them, you're gonna throw up and it's over.
I think it's just the thought of drinking live maggots.
Yeah, if you don't think about it, then you won't even know. Say, hey, you wanna drink? Sure. What is this? Raw maggot. Blah, over.
So you think if it was one of those things like they give to me like, here, take this.
Yeah. After
Yeah.
you drink it, you're like, what is this? Raw maggot. Blah, over. Raw chicken. What's
I
this?
think if I drink the maggots and I let it set, like say if you're like, here, take this. I'm like, what is this? It's different. What is that? And if you were like maggots, I'd be like, huh, really? Now, before, if you're like, here's a maggot, I'd be like,
Yeah.
you're right. It is the thought of it. All right.
But if you eat a raw chicken, you know it's gonna be raw too, but bleh.
Yeah.
So probably raw maggots.
Raw maggots or raw chicken?
Raw maggots.
Raw. You're going with the maggot. You're going to drink the maggot juice. The maggot. Oh, gross.
Eh,
I'll stick with the chicken. I'll stick with
Yeah.
the chicken. Alright, I gotta get something. Let me try it. These real
I'm
quick.
done with the chicken, but the maggots would be less. No.
Ah. I'll still say chicken. I'm saying
Yeah,
chicken.
I found them.
Sleep in a bed of worms or bathe in a tub of fire ants. Not even a
No-brainer.
competition. Yeah, dude, the worms. Like, that don't bother me. Like, creepy crawlies don't bother me. It could be like a bed of tarantulas. Like, that'd be even worse than worms to me. And even then, I'd be like, it's better than bathing. Because I'm like, bathing requires nudity. And I don't
And
do
the
that
fire
if
ants-
creatures begin with. But then,
The,
The
fire,
fire
ants
ants,
go
yeah.
in your mouth.
yeah, mouth and
And
elsewhere,
eyeballs.
yeah. So, and they be biting, yeah. I'd rather just do
And
worms.
elsewhere.
Yeah, elsewhere. That's what I'm worried about more than anything. Exactly, you know, worms. I'm okay with worms. So worms. Worms?
Worms.
We're worms. So thank you. I appreciate that
That all
one.
of them?
Chris. That was all his. Normally he does like a bunch of them. But he hits up with 5, not bad.
That was fun.
13th Wolfman hits
Maybe
up
you
with
should do
another.
our own.
Now this one I didn't tell you about before the show. You're right. I saved it. 13th Wolfman definitely has the craziest one of the night.
Oh, so there's more.
There's one more.
Woohoo.
13th Wolfman asks, would you rather take a razor and cut the lens of your eyes out? Ugh. Or, like the fucking, like the cornea of the lens.
Oh, what is
yeah.
the lens? That part right there?
Like the actual,
The lens of your eyeball.
like the cornea of the eye, the thing. Like your eye, the front of your eye.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
Or have someone pluck out all your fingernails with a pair of pliers. I'm going fingernails.
I don't know fingernails.
I feel like that would hurt, and I'd cry like a little
Okay.
girl. I ain't fucking my eyes. At least with the fingernails,
It's a no-brainer.
they'll grow back.
Still,
The eye, you can't get your vision back.
it's no brainer.
You
If you get
could.
eyes, you can't see what's
You
in life.
could, but you have that
But if you
surgery.
get your fingernails plucked, they don't ever go back. Just wear fake ones.
There you go.
No brainer.
Fingernails.
Fingernails.
We have been all in agreement all night. I love
Except
it.
for.
Well, you went maggots instead of
No,
chicken.
I Gemini.
Well, you changed the crush too. You went celebrity. We were all the same. We've been the same. This is the first.
Actually, I did both of the celebrity.
You did. Well, you're crushing on celebrity, so it counts.
Actually, I'm crushing on another person, but I'm also crushing on a
There it is.
celebrity.
So, thank you guys. I appreciate it. Now, you guys want to throw out, any questions for us, recommendations, comments,
Go ahead and turn it off.
whatever, the case may be, send it our way. Of course, you know how to hit us up.
Nope.
All my fan friends over on Facebook.
They
Boom.
know.
Movefam7 at gmail.com.
No.
personal messages. You can do
Nope.
that. Comment right down below.
Nope.
And of course,
Video
Video
response.
bit of response. So, all right, guys, let's get to some reviews, shall we? Up first, from 1996, we have The Craft, in which this new girl
Come on,
moves in.
Wade.
96. The new girl moves into town, and she befriends this coven of witches at her school, and they kind of take her in, and shit goes down. Yeah, this is one of my favorite movies when I was younger. Like, I watched this a lot. Even though, I don't know. Looking back, I don't consider it a chick movie. I think it's a real good movie, just for any gender. I really dug it. Man. See, movies I really like, it's always hard for me to grasp. I can always, like, if it's a shitty movie, I can just grasp everything and stop it. I don't know what to say about this. I just love the story. Yeah, Sweetie, help me out here. You watched it. What do you think?
I like it.
You like it?
Yeah.
I'm giving my reviews now. I'm just like, I like it. Damn good movie. Once again, like I said, the girl, it's Robin Tunney. Yeah, she goes to town, and the outcast of this, like, it's a Catholic school, and anyways, the three outcasts there.
I think
are all-
who's Nev Campbell?
that's the girl that's all scarred up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Zoo.
Well, yeah.
And anyways, so the outcasts kind of take her in, and anyways, they were all practicing witchcraft before, but whether if it was
needed a fourth.
they
I
needed a
saw
fourth
this.
one. All four
I saw this.
elements. You saw that before? All right, there we go. I want to hear your thoughts on it in a second. Don't remember? You're like, I saw it, but I don't remember any
I
of it.
liked it.
You didn't like it?
I'm with Angel. I liked it.
Four elements, so then you have fourth one. Whereas they didn't really explain whether the other ones had powers before. Like, they don't ever explain that. However, you can tell that this new girl does. In fact, Nev Campbell looks over at her at one point, and she has like a pencil that's just kind of turning itself. And she's not touching nothing. And so they bring her in, and of course, right there, it starts working. It all clicks. All this stuff, and like her big thing is Skeet Ulrich, who also plays in Scream with Nev Campbell later on in the movie Scream. He plays this boy that she really likes starting off, and of course they go on. It's not really a date; they just kind of hang out one night. But the next day, he tells all his friends he slept with her. And it hurts her, but she still likes him, because, she's a high school girl. This is all high school kids. So, anyway, she puts a love spell on him. And, of course, it works incredible, The black girl in there, she's on the swimming team. And, of course, there's a blonde girl, Christine Taylor, who's actually married to Ben Stiller. She's like this really racist, mean girl, She's just constantly picking on her. So, their little... spell on her is they pluck out one of her hairs, and so every time she's mean to this chick, her hair starts falling out. Nev Campbell was they never said if she was born with scars or if she was ever in a fire. They just, all is she has these really bad scars on her. Well, of course, as the movie as you start opening into her character, you see she goes for this experimental surgery. Well, she of course wants the scars gone, and of course after the surgery,
I remember
all
it now.
gone.
Didn't she go into surgery and they had the needles
Yep.
and going like this?
Like
She
that.
let me borrow this, remember?
I did let you borrow that? Alright, far out.
For once, a movie I watched.
Boom. That's all that matters. If I can get a kid to watch a horror movie, I've done my job. And of course, and I can never pronounce this girl's name.
Which one?
Fairuza Balk, which I love that actress. She was in American History X. She was in this. She did something else. Oh, she's in Waterboy. She played Vicky Valancourt. Anyways, and this, she comes from her mom's married to her stepdad, and just
No, a stepmom because her mom died giving birth.
No, that's the main girl. I'm talking about that one, the villain. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's she white trash. They mentioned in the movie, she's kind of white trash. Not happy for her living situation. She has a horrible home life. Her stepdad's just a lecherous dick, or lecherous, how you say? Anyways, he's a dick. And yeah, she kind of gets her wish, and he croaks. And when he croaks, he actually had this life insurance policy, and then of course, her and her mom come. So they're all getting what they want. However, they do a thing they call evoking the spirit, in which they do the spell, and like this man, it's almost like the god of gods, Manul. I can't remember what the spirit name was. But anyways, it kind of goes into Feruza. 31st man, help me out again, buddy. I'm gonna need your help with pronouncing these names. Feruza Balk. And anyways, I can't remember her name was in the movie. The bad girl, the mean one. Anyways, but she kind of it takes her over the edge.
Nancy.
Was it Nancy? Okay, Nancy.
Yeah.
And so she's just she loses it. She's getting paranoid. Of course, the other girl, the black girl don't really change that much. I mean, she joins with them when they kind of out, the new girl. But like Nev Campbell, because she was like the ugly duckling, no one wanted to pay attention. But now she's, got, scars are gone. She has more self-confidence. But now she's just, like they said, she's getting very narcissistic. And they're all changing but the new girl. And so they all they turn on her, And yeah, I mean, like all their, they wish it goes bad for them, she puts a love spell on Skeet and he comes after her, and it's a near rape experience. But well, yeah. So anyways, and then of course, they all turn against her, so then she kind of has to, fight back. And yeah, no, overall, it's a damn good movie. I hate reviewing movies that I really like because I can't say enough about them that haven't already been said. I definitely highly recommend it. Awesome soundtrack. Like I said, just a damn good movie from my childhood. Well, Sweetie, what about you? We'll throw it out there. What did you like about it? What did you not like? Give us a review that has more than one word, and that word more than two letters. No, yeah.
Or no,
We're filming.
I don't know.
What about you, Natalie? From what you remember of this movie, what did you like?
no, what creepy part was whenever she's like having the surgery, and then he'll just come on.
Yeah.
And like this, it's like, oh
Yeah.
my god.
Well, not only that, but Nev Campbell's such a good actress. I mean, you actually feel like she's actually in pain too, because she really, she looks like it. And yeah, and the thing is, like, I really dig, like, I don't know, like all the bonding. Like they play that Liza Feather Stiff with a board game, and they and the effects aren't bad either. Whenever she changes her hair color, that's a really cool scene. Even when Nancy pretends to be the new girl, she, it don't look bad. The morphing scenes aren't bad, so highly recommend it. The Craft, if you haven't seen it, definitely check it out. If you're in the witch movies, it's definitely a good one. So, boom. Okay, up next we got 9 Dead, in which Melissa Joan Hart and 8 others are
Trapped in a room.
They're chained up, and there's a connection, and they got to figure out what that connection is between, like how they're all connected. And the masked gunman who's holding them there, he tells them that he's going to execute one of them every 10 minutes until they either figure it out or until they're all dead. Now, we can't get any spoilers on this one. This came out in 2010, so no spoilers. Sweetie, why don't you take the lead on this one? Give us a review about it.
That was 3 years ago.
That was 3 years ago. We don't I try not to give any spoilers or anything that was less than 10 years. I feel like 10 years is
Why not like 5 years ago?
Well, it still counts though. But I say 10. I like the 10. I like a decade. I like a decade buffered in there. Alright, sorry, Sweetie, go ahead. Well, first off, did you like this movie?
Yes.
Okay.
I loved it.
Now, what did you like about it? No twist. No
Spoilers.
spoilers.
Good luck.
About the Chinese person.
That one thing. There's a scene in here. There's one girl in there who's Chinese, and she's like, she can't speak any English. And there's this black dude who's just being a complete jerk, and he starts making fun of her. Like he's just like blatantly like just being very racist to her. Like you're Chinese doing the thing, and she just rambles off like this huge like Chinese dialogue. But then she ends it with the N word, and it is pretty funny. Like you're like, oh my god. Everybody in the room laughs, even though they're facing certain death. It's always a good time to laugh at some racism. So
I don't even know. I have not ever watched that movie, but I think that would be the funniest part.
it was really one of the few high points. All right, so what else did you like about it?
The gay guy.
The gay guy?
Yeah, I thought he was funny.
He's my favorite character, actually.
And I like the end.
The ending. All right. Okay. So I saw the trailer. She actually ordered this not too long ago, and before she ordered it, she told me about it. I looked the trailer up, and it actually didn't look too bad. I mean, it looked very low budget, and it is low budget, but I mean, production values ain't bad. Acting, Jesus Christ. Now I will let acting slide for a low budget horror movie because let's face it, it's low budget. But I was really shocked at Melissa Joan Hart's performance. It is one of the worst performances I've seen in a while. And I mean, I know I'm basing that basically just the fact that she was on Sabrina and Can't Hardly Wait, and she had a little cameo in 913 movie. That's all that's my entire Melissa Joan Hart. I didn't watch like Drive Me Crazy or shit like that. Anyways, dude, she was horrible in this fucking movie. Like I just thought she was a bad, and it wasn't like the dialogue was really the dialogue wasn't the greatest, but like the script was actually pretty good. And actually, it is a good story. Like, it does keep you interested. You are, like, no matter how bad the dialogue is delivered by all these actors, and believe me, dude, these actors are bad. You're still like, okay, why are they there? You are kind of invested into it. I mean, and it actually is paced pretty well. Like, it literally is, you know. But it's just, oh my god, the acting's atrocious. And it's bad. And that did detract for me. I mean, I try not to let it, but my god, dude, Sully, the mobster guy, the organized crime guy, he had some of the best lines, but there were just certain times he would just, I don't know, it was just really bad. My favorite character was, there was a man in there he's a pedophile. He wasn't completely gay, you know, he specifies that at one point, but he was just very, like, I don't know, he's very charismatic, and I don't know, he was actually my favorite character in the movie, and yeah, it's a shame he wasn't in there a whole lot. And that's not really a spoiler because, as you can see, everybody gets wiped out on the front cover here. Yeah. Other than that, though, everything else is just very standard here. Now, when there is a twist, I don't want to say twist, but when it's revealed, you know, the connection and why, I thought that was good. My problem was after that. The events that go down after the revelation. I lost it right there. Like, in all honesty, I mean, I still say this. I still give this a thumbs up. It wasn't a bad movie. I enjoyed it. I could see myself watching this again. It wasn't, you know. However, I don't like the ending. I'll say that I do not like the ending. Like, I did not like Melissa Joan Hart. Period. And she did this whole story about how she was like sexually attacked. I guess to try to get sympathy, and I just didn't care. I was like, you know what? And just based on your character in this movie, and I like Melissa Joan Hart. It's not an attack against her as a person. I like her. I like Sabrina. I was a big fan of Sabrina when I was a kid. I'm just saying, this movie, the character she plays is not likable. So when you hear the story, you're almost like, yeah, well, you deserved it. That's all I'm saying. You deserve it. And at the end, you're just like, yeah, you definitely deserve it. No, definitely, I don't know. I say check it out. The funniest thing, for me personally, alright, so we get this in the mail, and I'm checking it out. I'm like, alright, blah, blah, blah. I'm reading the credits back here. Because up here, they just talk about Melissa Joan Hart. There's a guy named John Terry. I guess who's in Lost and 24. I've seen the first season of Lost. I don't remember this dude. Which I wasn't a big fan of. I've never seen 24. But anyways, I get down here to the credits. And at the very end of the cast, it says, and Daniel Baldwin. And I'm like, oh. It's nice to see he's still working. Somehow, Stephen Baldwin always gets like the shit for the Baldwins. Like, whenever everybody's like, you know, the weakest Baldwin, it's Stephen Baldwin. Family Guy made that joke before. Everybody's like, it's, you know, Stephen Baldwin. Fuck Stephen Baldwin. Dude, I think Daniel Baldwin's the worst Baldwin. Like, in my opinion, if I had to rank them, Daniel's at the bottom. I go Alex, Stephen, Billy, and then fucking, you know, Daniel. William, Billy, I don't know what you call him. Anyways, either way, that dude. Flatliners, dude. But Daniel's at the bottom. I mean, I don't care if he's in vampires or not, still. Anyway, so I was like, alright, at least I'll have something to, you know, look forward to. I like Baldwin's. I'll check this out. Motherfucker's in for like a minute. And that's it. That's a spoiler. I don't give a shit. That's a spoiler. He's in for a minute. At the very beginning, when they're rounding up these 9 different people, he's there with this other guy. He gets maced. They zap the other guy with a taser and they kidnap him. And then Daniel Baldwin pulls his gun out. And 'cause he's a detective and he can't shoot. That's it. And dude, he looked horrible. He looked bloated as shit. I pictured it going something like this. He gets maced in the movie. He's doing this. They yell cut. He's like, all right, where's my paycheck? I'm Baldwin, damn it. And he goes back and eats a chili dog. Oh my god, yeah. And to me, that's the best part of the movie. Just the fact that Daniel Baldwin's in it for one scene and he gets like this big credit right here, like, and Daniel Baldwin. Really? He didn't need that shit. So yeah, that's that. It's a cameo. At best, it's a cameo. But yeah, I recommend it. You know, if you're a fan of Saw, I mean, it's not quite as grisly as those other ones like Captivity or Saw and like that. Like I said, it's very low budget, but I mean, it's got a good story. Just not a whole lot else going for it. Definitely could have went for some more nudity or something. I don't know. But yeah, 9 Dead. I say check out, and then of course The Craft definitely check out. So, all right. So until next week, you got anything to add, Maya? No, Natalie? No. All right. Well, I'm Louis Phantom. Natalie Myers, Maya, and we're out of here.
Later.
Yeah, walk all the way over here. I hate walking. Oh, yeah.